Alright guys, welcome back to part 2 of the continuous flat braid join as you go. I'm having a little eagle eye vision of how we're looking right now. This is where we left off from part 1. And in part 1 we learned how to join our first row of hexagons in a C motion down to the last hexagon right here, and then join on these next row of hexagons in a zigzag path going up, and then continuing around in that C motion all the way down. And our next hexagon is for our next row will be here. So whenever I come down this way, I'm just going to stop right here. Okay, so I'm going to do a little review though before I get started on this path of what we do when we jump over to join where we skipped our center loop in part 1 here. And when we come to the corner, we go ahead and just complete the corner with a single crochet. Okay, then remember we chain 1, release the loop from the hook. Then we put our hook into the skipped center loop and under that chain 3 space. All right, grab our working loop again, pull it through so it goes under the chain space and through the center loop that we skipped before. All right, go ahead and make my chain, that way it encases everything. And one more chain to finish the chain 3, and then single crochet in our corner. All right, chain 1, find our first loop. This is all, we went over all of this in part 1, so this is just review. Okay, skip 2, single crochet, and now I'm going to continue. Let me make one more and then I'm going to back up so I can show you guys what I'm going to do. Okay, so we've joined our center here. We're starting to join across this edge. Then I'm going to work around this hexagon, all these sides plain. Work this corner right here, and then a joined side here, and a plain side. And I'll meet you guys right back when I'm at this corner. Okay, you guys, so now I'm at this corner here with one joined side worked and one plain side worked. And remember, none of our center corner loops are joined here yet because we have one more row of hexagons on our demo blanket. All right, so our next row of hexagons is going to fit right in here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is what we did in part 1, which is join these hexagons in a zigzag fashion. All right, all the way up till we get to that corner. Okay, so where I am is I've joined one side of the first hexagon in what is our final row of hexagons. You will have more, but for us it's our final row. So I've done one side of that row, and I'm just going to show you a close-up of that. This is my chain 3, remember from part 1, and then I went ahead and joined the side with the flat braid. So now I'm at the point, just to review, where 2 corner loops are unworked. So I've dropped my working loop, I've got my corner single crochet in my first chain of the corner. Now I'll insert the hook front to back through this corner loop on the top, then the corner loop on the bottom, grab the working loop of the yarn and pull it through both corner loops. Secure it with a chain 1 and one more chain to complete the chain 3 corner. Then to finish, single crochet in the corner on the motif in progress, and then continue joining the side. All right, now that I'm at the next corner, I've joined this side and I'm at the next corner, I will review when it goes up, that's whenever you grab both of the corners because you meet these 2 hexagons. Well, when it zigs back, now you've got just the one center loop. So we're not ready yet to work that loop. So this is whenever, if you recall from part 1, this is when we chain 3, skip the center corner loop, grab our next motif and start joining it. I'm going to find my corner stitch, single crochet in it. Then I'm going to chain one. Now remember I'm skipping the center corner loop, and I'm going to go right here into the next loop. All right, and that's what I'm going to join the side of this hexagon. I'm going to skip two, single crochet, and I'll work this joining part to back up and show you guys where I am. And this is all review, but I thought it might be nice to have a refresher since this was in part one. Okay, so I have my first hexagon all the way around with the plain sides, 4 plain sides like a C. So now I'm ready to go again like a C. I'm going to join the first side to this one that's already in place. After I pick up this corner, I'm going to join the first side, and then I have 3 more plain sides to go. Pick up this corner. I'll pick up the corner, join one side, and then 3 plain sides. So this time, after I join this side, this is our final row of hexagons. For you guys, you just keep on working your hexagons just like this. Keep leaving the corners undone until you're at the very last side, so of the very last row of your hexagons. And for us, since I'm demoing only 3 rows, when I get to this corner, I'll pick up this corner loop just like I did right here. Pick it up right away, because this is the edge, this is the perimeter of our blanket. So when we're on the inside corner, we leave it open until the final hexagon comes to close it. And when we're on the outside perimeter, we go ahead and pick it up. Since nothing else is going to come around to pick it up, we've got to do it right away. Okay, so I'm just going to work this side and then join this corner, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I picked up this corner, I joined across this side here, and now this is the perimeter of the blanket. This is the outside edge of the blanket. So I'm going to insert my hook, grab my working loop, pull it through, make my chain, and 1 more chain. Okay, so I've gone ahead and picked up this corner because this is the perimeter of the blanket. And so now I'm going to keep on going around all of my hexagons until I'm at this bottom edge here. Okay, so now we've joined in a C formation. We've joined all of our corner loops because this is the outside perimeter of the blanket. And now I'm here. Let me show you what we're going to do. Okay, so what we're meeting up with is our chain 3 kind of turning chain when we grabbed our next motif. So to make this look like it's 2 corners joined together, all we're going to do is chain 1, our first chain of our 3 chain corner, slip stitch into the 3 chain space, and then chain 1 again. So the slip stitch is our center chain of our 3 chain corner. Now we're going to just make our single crochet to complete this corner over here. Okay, so now I'm going to work a couple more stitches actually. Chain 3. Okay, skip 2 like normal. Single crochet into our next stitch. And now let me back up and show you. So this is what it looks like. It looks like our 2 corners here are joined together. And when we go around our blanket and pick up for a border, you won't be able to tell that this is not just 2 normal corners. It's going to be a pretty convincing fake there. Okay, so now we're going to work a plain side, and then our next plain side here all the way around till we get to here, and we're going to do our same thing, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1. Okay, and let me back up so I can show you. We're going to do 3 plain sides, grab our corner, 3 plain sides, same thing, all the way up, working plain sides and just picking up this corner with the chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, all the way till we get to the beginning of edge of our blanket. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and work around plain. You guys know how to do it, all the way up to the beginning of the corner, and then I'll meet you guys back. Okay, so now we are at the very beginning of our blanket. As you know, a continuous join as you go begins and ends at the same spot. So I've chained 3, and just for dramatic effect, I'll work the slip stitch into the first single crochet for you. So now, ta-da, our continuous flat braid join as you go is complete. And I'll lay this out for you so you can see. At this point, let me back up. At this point, you would, the reason why we laid out our hexagons this way is that a half hexagon goes here. Okay, so this is called Autumn Blues. That's the name of this blanket, and I'll be releasing a pattern. Well, by the time you guys see this, it'll probably be in my Ravelry shop already, or my Etsy or Craftsy. Love Knitting. I have shops in all of those stores. So your half hexagon goes here, and one on this side as well. Once you join those on, you'd be able to work the, square these off if you wanted to, or leave them zigzag, however you plan on doing it. As far as the continuous flat braid join as you go, this tutorial is complete. If you've been enjoying the joining tutorials, go ahead and hit the like, hit subscribe, all that good stuff. If there's any joins you'd like to see me post videos of, you can also leave that in the comments. And otherwise, happy crafting, you guys. You guys have a good day, and thanks for watching. Bye, guys.